Hello and welcome to our podcast. My name is Ben and my character's name is Dave.
Hello, I'm Amanda and I am your DM for the evening. Welcome.
Hello, my name is Shad. I am playing as an orc and my name is Buster.
Hey yo, what up, home slices? My name is Shadlin. My character's name is Miette. And yeah, dope.
Hello, my name is Hazel. I'm the audio person and I lost my character sheet so I can't remember.
Her name is Turnip and she is a gnome.
She's also a detective.
There we go.
Oh, detective.
She's gonna turn it up.
Oh, also we're playing Dungeons and Dragons.
Yes.
No, we're playing checkers, bitch.
I thought it was bingo night.
Each of you comes from a different dimension except for two of you because you're connected
David Busted.
for reasons. All of you have found yourself in a mysterious circumstance through maybe grabbing a shiny object that you found on the street, or picking up clues for your latest mystery crime, or maybe you just found a nice block of Gouda cheese and you just had to have it. But one thing led to another, and you wake up in this barren wasteland, surrounded by dunes of sand that go on for as far as you can see. And as you look into the distance, and you gain your bearings and you look around, you see a tiny little speck in the distance of a town. You wake up and you find yourself in a group. You guys can introduce yourselves now.
Where the fuck am I?
I don't know, Dave.
Buster! You're
David.
here!
Yes. I saw that thing of Gouda cheese, so I picked it up for you, sir.
Oh, it was the most amazing Gouda cheese I've ever had.
I mean, cheeses, where are we?
I don't know. Who are those people over there?
Who are you?
I don't know why I'm surrounded by such plebeians, but I know I'm not in the fifth dimension.
What about you, midget?
Wow. Wow.
What are you, some sort of,
I'm a gnome.
Oh.
That is
Don't be
that
a-
is a very insensitive thing to say to their race, and you
Yes.
should know
Sorry.
You
that.
can see my red hat. You can see the pointy red hat.
You owe her an apology,
My
you
name is-
racist. I rolled a kill, Dave.
I'm sorry. Where I come from, there are no gnomes. They went extinct millennia ago.
I
That's
rolled
no
to
excuse
cancel
to be
Dave.
racist.
Rolled to
No, I don't
cancel
want to.
Dave.
Cancelled. It's only 3 minutes into this game.
That's what you get, you racist.
God damn it. Dave doesn't deserve this.
I'm gonna keep my eye on you.
So,
I'm sorry.
should we walk over to this town? It's the
It
only
does
way.
look like quite the interesting town here in the middle of what looks like a fucking desert.
Yeah.
Let's go.
I mean, it's not like we have a choice, so
I mean, we could walk into the desert further if we wanted.
you
Can
can.
I
I want to go to the town though.
discover something?
Yeah, make a perception
Yes.
check. So, as you look around, you see more and more sand. But, as you take a look around, you find footprints that look like they were attached to, like, someone was walking with, like, a caravan of something towards this town. And you look and see that the footprints are leading away from the town. So,
We could either follow the footprints or go to the town.
yes.
Okay, I choose to go to the town. What
I
do you
hate
strangers
sand.
say?
It's coarse and rough and
The-
gets everywhere.
The
Yeah.
town
We need
seems
to go to the
closer
town.
than where the footprints are leading to.
Yes.
Let's go to the town.
Okay. Is everyone going to the town?
I would love to go to the town with my best
Love-
friend Buster.
Okay.
Yes, Dave.
I hope they
I
have
would
whiskey.
I'd
What's
like all
whiskey?
of you guys to roll perception, so that's a wisdom roll. So roll a d20 and add your wisdom modifier. Just that includes you.
I have a 20.
You got a natural 20.
Yeah.
Plus your wisdom
I got
modifier.
16.
Plus 13.
Wait, what? No.
Oh,
You can
plus
modify.
1. So I got 21.
I
Okay.
got a 16.
I got a 4.
Hazel, roll. 16. 16 for 21.
16-1.
She got a 19 plus 2, so 21.
For those of
Yeah.
you listening in, Ben is Asian.
It's Dave, and he caused the gnome holocaust.
No, I didn't.
He brought it.
I don't even know what it is. I'm
He
just
brought it
repeating
into
what Dave told me to say.
Okay,
Wait, I
Buster
am Dave.
and Turnip.
Hi, Turnip.
Turnip the gnome and Buster, the second part of Dave and Buster, the duo, have exceptionally high, like, you're on alert. You're in a new situation, you're thrown off guard, you're used to, like, helping Dave out, making sure that he knows, like, is not getting in too much trouble, like,
Making
you're
sure everything's good.
pretty much, yes. And
That's a
obviously,
cheddar.
Turnip,
That
you're a
was cheesy.
detective. And so you're used to these observations, and so you're like always on high alert. You've been tossed into this new situation. You were so close to cracking your case. You're just this close to getting where you need to be. And so you're obviously been thrown for a loop, and you're right. Our warlock friend
Flamingo
is
did it.
pretty chillin'. She's just like, this is an average Tuesday. Nothing's wrong in this situation. Everything's great. Dave is high strung, they're intense, but you know he's missing a few things. And so Turnip and Buster notice off in the distance this figure of a woman. And she seems to be flickering out. As you walk towards the town, you can kind of see her off to the side. Like, she's further away from the town. Like, she was pretty close to where you guys were. And you would have noticed her eventually. But it seems like she's off by this outcropping of rocks. You notice her. And as you, like, look...
What kind of rocks?
Sedimentary?
Igneous, bitch.
You see, like... You don't know whether it's the sun beating down on you, but you can see her form is kind of, like, flickering in the light, going in and out.
Does she look like she's in distress?
Was she a mirage?
You
Well,
can't
she
really
looked
tell from this
thirsty.
distance, but you can tell that, like, there's something wrong with her.
How tall is she?
She's a human, so, like, I don't know, 5'6".
That's pretty average.
Yeah, she's like your average.
Yeah, let's not help her.
You guys gotta walk past her to get to the town.
Okay.
Can I
Let's go.
can I
up
disguise myself as her?
You need to
No.
be closer.
What?
Because you didn't get a good enough look.
Oh.
Let's kill her and take her supplies.
Let's kill her and take her skin.
Okay.
Why do you want her skin, Buster?
So,
To
There's
make
no
a
joke.
nice purse.
No, let's actually go talk to
Does
her.
look
Okay.
quite soft.
Yeah, let's go talk
so
to
you
her.
guys go up to her. Is that going up as a group?
I would love to go up to her with my
As a
best
group,
friend, Buster.
I'm gonna stand behind
The better
taller
half of the duo,
The tall
Buster and
ones.
Dave.
So
I'm
the tallest
4'11".
one is Buster here, the orc.
I'm 1'11 3/4.
So
1'11 3/4.
So you're
You're
the-
tall for a gnome.
Yes.
okay, so with Turnip leading the back, what order are you guys approaching in? Who's going first?
Buster and I are hand in hand skipping.
Yeah.
Okay, and so
I shove them apart and stride ahead.
okay. So Miette is leading the charge. Buster and
like
Dave
that.
are kind of scrambling back together. And you know,
They're
Turnip-
making out.
No!
and they were roommates.
Yes.
No homo.
And
Gnome. Homo.
Ah,
Homo.
get in
and,
here.
and Turnip, our
No
reluctant
homo.
detective, no friend is just going along. They're like, yeah, might as well. As you get closer, though, you notice this person isn't a person. She's not a mirage.
I use thunderclap. Just kidding.
You got a thunderclapper cheeks.
Yeah.
You kind of notice that she's dead.
Oh, shit.
She's a ghost.
What?
Oh.
You've run into a ghost.
Is she mean?
Can
there's
I
one way to
talk
find
to
out.
her?
You can talk to her. Do you want to?
Yes, I would
Yeah.
like
I shove
to.
Dave in front of me to go approach them while we wait in the background.
Oh, Spectre, what do you want on this kind and wonderful day?
That's not what I would say. I would say, hello there, ghost.
She could speak regularly.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can. God.
No.
Stop.
I
That's
hear-
an ugly
I
stereotype.
speak ghost.
That's exactly
the
what
PR
happened.
team for Dave.
Dave the closet racist.
Dave's a racist towards gnomes and ghosts.
Jesus Christ. What? Who goes there? What's going on? Who are you people?
I am Dave.
David,
My
yeah?
friends over there are Buster, this weird
All right,
lady,
this was a
and
mistake. We
Turnip.
have to stop him before we offend her.
I interrupt Buster mid-sentence and I say, look.
Why is he
We're-
talking like that?
Because he's a
I
racist.
speak
I'm sorry.
ghost.
Why are you speaking ghost?
Because you're a ghost.
Miette slaps Dave in the
I'm a
face
ghost?
and tells him to shut up.
Yes.
Well, how were you killed? How were you killed, Miss Ghost?
I don't remember. I was with my family and we were trying to go between the towns to try to get back home.
This
I
is
guess-
traumatic. Why don't you take a deep
Dave,
breath?
shut up.
I'm
Dave,
gonna climb
shut
up
the
Dave's-
fuck up.
Dave's like legs, and then like. I'm gonna
So-
start pulling
Someone
on your
didn't
hair so
cancel
you
him
stop.
hard enough.
I'm
That's
sorry.
all.
Yeah,
I'll start
You're
talking
giving
normal.
the ghost an existential crisis.
yeah. So
This is. I'm sorry, Miss You person. Definitely not a ghost.
so let's ask her. Did you have any enemies?
No, I didn't have any enemies. It's just the Barrens are dangerous, and the only way home is said to be in this other town that's 2 days trip away, and me and my family were making that trip, and I don't know what happened. Maybe I think the Barrens probably got me.
Would
but
you-
What's your name?
I don't remember.
Would you
Can
like
I
to
call
join
you
us on our
Stefani?
adventure?
What'd you just say? Do you want to replace Dave?
Wait, no.
Can you switch places?
You see her try and take like a few steps, a few feet away, and she seems to blip back into one place.
That was weird.
It seems I'm stuck here until I get home.
Well,
Perhaps maybe you guys seem strong, or in a group of adventurers, you seem like you might be from a different place.
What gives you that idea?
yeah. let's just-
You don't exactly blend in.
To what? The sand?
I hate
so
sand. It's
Sorry, we're
coarse
not
and rough
grainy
and gets
enough.
everywhere.
so
Just make it
I
justice.
vote that we go into the town, grab some supplies first, and possibly make some money, and then we go back and help the ghost.
Well,
I vote we
Ms.
go into
Ghost.
can the
town.
ghost finish?
Yes.
I guess.
No, we're gonna edge the ghost.
Maybe I can, and like you guys kind of look around. Buster and Turnip the gnome, they're looking around and they find a corpse.
Yeah.
And they're like, and she's like, oh, I guess I am dead. Maybe you guys could take one of my belongings with you on your adventure, and if you happen to come across my home, I'll be able to rest.
I immediately go and dig through her pockets.
How?
I see
how
a
long has
satchel.
this person been dead?
They're a skeleton. Their bones are like picked clean and bleached
I
black.
immediately go
I-
and pick them.
I see a satchel, and I,
I
go
take
for
the
that.
arm.
You just take an arm?
Alright.
I'm a chaotic neutral. I don't have a moral compass.
The ghost is like looking at you guys as you go scrambling through her belongings
Some
and
of
her
her
body.
teeth to add to my bat.
Do I roll to see what's in her satchel?
Yes, hold on. Let
I
me-
rolled a natural 20.
Well,
Nice one. I mean,
so yeah, roll for.
I rolled.
Do each of us have to take something off this woman, or just one thing?
Are you all like traveling in a group together? Do you think you'll be with each other?
Yes.
Then you could only take one thing, but I don't know what I'm gonna use any of this for anymore. I'm kind of
What is an arm bone? Not enough evidence.
dead. So I guess you could take as much as you want if it would help you.
Let's take her money.
Okay, so
So roll for investigation.
I rolled a 19.
So yeah, and you rolled a natural 20.
Yes.
So both of you find like this chunk, like you find this pretty hefty bag. You shake it around. It has some clinky noise, and you open it up, and there's a bunch of shiny coins in there. A mixture of copper
Split it
and
60-40
silver.
like we normally do.
No.
I say we use this money to figure out how to get home.
That's not the plan right now. The plan is figuring out this ghost.
That's my plan.
Well,
I haven't fed my cat yet.
your cat's dead, accept it. But,
Wait, that was a cat?
I say that we
I thought it was a wheel of
go
cheese.
collectively. We keep the money just like as one, and we all collectively decide
We
what to
rob
spend
the
it
poor
on.
ghost.
You steal her bones and rob her.
As
The
I
arm
do-
bone is
disguise
just
this
for
time?
evidence.
Where I'm from,
I'm gonna give
a
it to
law
her mom.
enforcement officer. This is not that.
So do you just want to have one person as like a treasurer, or do you want to split it, the money?
Can
I could be the treasurer.
I have
You're
Mr.
gonna spend it all
Treasurer?
talking about-
Can I have one? How many pieces do we get? And what pieces?
There is 40 copper and 20 silver.
So what's
I say
that?
we split it.
So I'll be the treasurer because I can write that down. So
Yeah.
40 copper and 20 silver. You said.
How much is US dollars is that?
That's a good question. I don't know.
So we got 40 copper
Trusting the
pieces
racist with
and
her
20 silver pieces.
And you
So-
also
If any of you guys want any treats, just let me know. I can take care of you.
you also find a
Okay,
water
Mom.
skin that is mostly full and only slightly grainy from the
Closet
sand.
racist mom of the group.
What's a water skin?
It's like a water bottle,
Oh, nice.
But made out of skin.
but made out of like
Leather.
hide.
But it's just full of skin, so she's been drinking skin this whole time.
That's
That's
why
why
she
she
died.
Case
She
solved.
misunderstood the meaning of water skin.
So
Ah.
is this ghost just like sitting there watching as we're taking her money and
Yeah, she's just kind of standing there. She's just
Can I
like,
disguise as the ghost?
You can try.
she's already seen your true form though, so she probably just thinks you
Well,
were
if I
being
walk into the
racist.
town and and looking like this lady, maybe someone will recognize me.
Yeah.
True.
That's actually a good idea.
Yeah.
I mean, you can.
Okay.
Okay.
Roll
Will I
the-
roll a d20 for that? Shit.
Let me just.
Make a wrong move, Ben. I'm gonna vape in your chips.
Whoa.
Okay. I'll do my best. I promise, Buster.
Okay.
My friend.
You can do that. It lasts for about an hour.
For an hour? Okay.
Okay. How long does it take? We'll wait. Before you roll, how long does it take to get to the town?
Where we're at.
It's like an hour's walk. There.
Oh.
Okay. So
So wait,
Can I, like-
till we get there.
Memorize what
So-
she looks like and prepare my costume for later because I'm just good at arts and crafts.
Sure, but with disguise self, it does create fake clothing.
Okay.
Arts and crafts. Pulls out a sewing machine out of back pocket.
Oh, I'm just good at arts and crafts. I can make a
Okay,
disguise.
so,
that looks like her.
we
Oh.
we gather up all of our supplies and we start walking to the town. Dave has memorized her.
Look
You know,
to the
look.
best of his
And,
capabilities.
We get to the town and start from that.
Okay. As you're walking, you just
Dave
notice more
accidentally
sand.
shits himself with the effort of trying to memorize the woman's
Okay.
appearance.
As you approach the town, you seem to be, you're essentially backtracking the wagon wheel tracks, the tracks that previous travelers have made through, and you're following their lead back instead of going like the path they took. And as you do, you don't really notice much else except sand and more sand, and you notice that's really hot out.
We
We
drink some
are
of
in
the
a
skin.
desert.
We are in a desert, yes.
I'm smart that way.
Yes.
We wasted time talking to that ghost lady.
Oh, now it's noon and we're all gonna die.
Well,
It's 12 o'clock, dumbass.
It's more like 1 p.m. like 1, 2 p.m. It's like
1
really
o'clock,
hot out.
dumbass.
Normally people would be taking a siesta, but as you approach the town, you notice that it's kind of a small town. There's only like, I want to say there's only like 4 buildings that you notice. There's not too much, but another thing that you notice is there's these pillars around, and they seem to have these runes carved into them. And you're not sure what they're really used for, but you notice that a few of them are cracked. Pillars are like cracked and aging, and like they seem to be weathered from storms or from attacks possibly. You're not too sure, but take note of them on the way into town.
I vote that we see if there's a bar around.
Okay.
To go inside to get information and supplies.
Is there a bank?
There is not a bank.
I think we should go and find weapons.
Okay, you can.
The first thing newcomers do when they go into town is looking for weapons. It's going to arouse suspicion from the townspeople.
Can I start my disguise?
You can start your disguise. Roll for just to see how well your memory held up.
2.
You are a woman.
I am a woman now.
You are a woman. You are not the right woman.
What woman?
Amanda Cosgrove.
Oh. Well, can I?
Good thing we
take
need his
my
abilities,
disguise
so
off?
he shall
'Cause
live.
I realize it's not working.
Yes, you might take your disguise off.
Okay.
You realize that you are not the ghost lady.
But
I'm sorry, I
vote
didn't
we
remember
find
better.
some sort of
I just
social,
had my eyes on that one
social
TV show we
gathering.
watched
like
the
a
other
bar
day,
or
Buster.
something.
Okay. As you walk into town, you notice that there's like 3 tinier, like there's 2 of them that are like decently sized, but then you notice the biggest building is this bright, well, it's not as bright as it once was, but it's bright compared to the other buildings. Yellow chapel.
Chapel? That's not a bar. God damn
it. And you notice that it is the biggest building in this little town. So the other buildings, you do
Burn it
notice that there
down.
is a bar, and it just so happens to be right across the street from the chapel.
Hell yeah,
Ooh,
brother.
we're in South Dakota.
Yo, Dave, give me some money, bitch.
How much would you like?
You're not too sure what the other 2 are, but one of
Sweetheart.
them might be a stable, and then the 4th one is a bit of a mystery.
I mean, we might need to bribe the bartender into getting some information.
You guys can't see it, but Hazel, our little gnome friend, at the mention of a stable, got
Excuse
very
me,
happy.
I'm Turnip. And I just think it would
I'll
be a good
give you
idea to see
20
if there's
copper
any
pieces.
horses,
Alright.
and we could ride them through the desert
write
instead of
that
having
down.
to walk.
I vote
And
that
I
we
do it
go.
in one of these squares.
I vote that
20
we go
and
to the bar first,
and then 20
and then we go to the
CP,
stable,
like copper
then we go to
pieces.
the chapel.
Okay.
What do you
Alright,
think?
Ben gave me
That
20
sounds
copper
okay.
pieces as I go over to the bar.
Okay, does everyone want to go to the bar?
I'll go.
I'll escort the gnome to the stables.
And I'll go to the chapel by myself.
Okay.
You're escorting me.
So we're going to 3 places. So we're gonna go. So I'm gonna do the bar scene first.
After we get down
That's
at the
okay.
stable, you want to meet
Yep.
up with our friend Buster
So,
at the church?
Layette, you go and you see this bar, and it's a bit shabby, it's a bit run down, but it seems it's like an old saloon. You walk in, and the floor creaks, the doors swing open, and you see that there's 3 people in there. It's midday, and like people are out doing their certain things. There's the bartender. There's an old man with a banjo sitting in a corner that looks kind of like an old prospector. And then you kind of notice that there's this, there's this kind of like person dressed in holy robes talking to the bartender at the moment.
Can I buy you a drink, sir?
I approached the bartender.
Okay. The person in the holy robes and the bartender turn to look at you as you approach, and they go,
It's ambiance. Keep going.
they turn to look at you, and their conversation stops as they see you approach. Because these people, you can tell, are locals. They're you can tell just like how they're dressed that they've been here a while, and they can tell that you're new. So, what do you want to say to them?
What is this place?
The bartender kind of looks at this person dressed in holy robes and like back at you, and it's like, I'm not explaining this. I'm gonna go clean some glasses.
I'm not
like little cups, and they're just like go into the back, and because they're like, I'm not the one to explain this. I'm not the best at that.
So
Bartenders are always the ones to explain things.
go to the pastor.
The pastor, is that the one who is talking to the bartender?
Yes.
Okay. Approach the pastor then.
Make a perception check. So that's wisdom plus your wisdom modifier.
Perception.
11.
That's with your modifier.
All right, 12.
Okay. You notice that this person is human. And you also notice that this person is blind. She's blind, she's female. And you also notice that she has a very pointy looking stick with her.
Do I need to cast Charmed Person in order to get some answers?
But she looks at you and she has like this nice, she has a friendly face. It's very welcoming. She's very understanding. Like, she's one of those people that like has this look of openness to her. And you kind of get the vibe of this is why the bartender didn't directly help you. If she wasn't there, the bartender would have answered your questions, but because she is there, he's gonna delegate to her to explain what's going on. I see you're new. You've been pulled in. I'm sorry. That happens.
Pulled in? What do you mean pulled in?
You asked where you were and like what's going on. It's a bit complicated, but not at the same time. Essentially, this is the Outlands. The current running theory is that everything, when all the different universes were made, there was this excess material left over. And it came together to form the Outlands. And people have a tendency to fall through their dimension and wind up here.
Is this the only town in the Outlands?
No. There's at least one other town. I've never been to it, though. I've always lived here in Yellow Chapel.
Okay, do you know how one would get out of here?
I hear there's a lady in the other town over who has a means to leave. But I can't get you out of here. Everyone who stays in Yellow Chapel stays. They can make the trip they can try to make the trip.
How long is the trip?
It's about a 2-day walk / ride on a horse. There's some rough terrain, so you have to get off the horse and lead it.
Okay, we might have to get some supplies before leaving.
Oh, that's great. We have a general store. It's right next to the chapel. We might not be able to have everything you're looking for, but like, it's scavenged bits, stuff that falls through, you know? Same way you got here is how we get all our fun stuff where we make it ourselves and, you know.
Okay, do you know the direction of this town?
Yes, and like she points to the direction that you guys just came from.
So the footsteps from earlier, that could be used as some sort of trail to follow? If the wind hasn't blown away the footprints by now.
Yes.
Okay.
By the way, my name is Maria. Welcome.
Maria.
Thank you, Maria, for explaining.
Yes.
I should go find the others now.
Yes. Also, if you need a place to stay, I can set you up in the chapel. We have extra rooms, and we also do like a dinner and breakfast to the guest. And I can't promise that it will be as good as Jimmy's here. He's a really good cook, and I think it's partially because he puts alcohol in the food. But but you know, I think like we can set you up with something and like give you like some help.
Thank you. I'll go talk to my partners about what our next move is, but there is a possibility we'll take you up on that.
Okay. Thank you. Yes.
And I leave towards the chapel where the others are.
Okay.
So now it's our
Stable
adventure.
people next. That's a good horse. That's a good horse name. Like stable. Anyways, so Dave and Turnip meander their way over to the stable. You notice that
This seems very stable.
You notice that like it's midday, so the horses have like there's a few people milling around. They're tending to their horses that they had.
Yes, what were you saying?
What were you
I'm
saying?
saying-
Our great DM, what were you saying?
before the Whispers of Steel, the horse, you see these people milling around and, like, you know, they look ragged, they look tired and dusty, like they've come in from the hot heat, and they're just kind of like, they're like planning out, they might go back while the sun's still up, like later on once it starts to cool off a bit, but for now they're kind of just relaxing with the horses, you know, brushing them, taking care of. There's about 2 people in there.
Quick question. Would I be able to use my charmed person on the people who own the stables in order to get horses
You
to
can
head
use it
onto
on
our journey?
one person.
But you're going to the chapel.
You're
right?
going to the chapel.
Yeah, I know. This is just a random question.
Yeah, hypothetically.
So, if in there, is there anyone who looks like they own the place?
You know, both of them are kind of like elven in feature. They're kind of like more of the fairer skin, so you can't really tell too much. They're very heavily wrapped, but like from the little bits of skin peek out, you can tell that like the sun isn't really their friend, so they're heavily wrapped up to protect them from the heavy rays. So
Now,
they don't have a lot of distinguishing features.
I grab Turnip's hand and walk up to one of them and say,
I'm gonna take
"Excuse
my
me,
bat to
sir."
ease
No. Go along with this. Go along with this. And say, "Excuse me, sir," to one of them.
You have the attention of both.
My daughter here would love a horse for her birthday. How much would a horse cost? Hold on, I saw this in a movie once.
The 2 of them look at the 2 of you, and they whisper to each other.
I am 58 years old.
No, you're not. You're 12.
My mom,
The
when she takes me to
imagination
the
of
restaurant.
And they like look at you, and they're like squinting at you like under their rose. You can tell that they're kind of like sizing you 2 up. You're like, make a persuasion check, so that's under charisma. So like, roll for charisma and add
20
natural 20 or
with multiplier.
Why do you
I
keep
feel
getting
like-
20s?
I feel like your dice are weighted.
They're
Yeah.
not.
Okay.
He's using my dice.
Your dice sucks. I keep getting low numbers.
Wow.
They look at you and they believe that you're interested in buying a horse. They're not going to sell you one.
Oh.
But they do believe that you are interested in purchasing
How about this horse right here? I'll give you 1 copper piece.
They look at you, they take your copper piece, and they chuck it at you.
I grab it and then I say 2 copper pieces. I think this worked in that TV show.
You should ask them if there are any horses that like no one owns and that no one pays attention to.
Is there any abandoned horses? It points to the skeleton in the corner.
There's another skeleton in the corner! Oh my god!
Animation powers.
You know the reference I was making?
No.
Oh.
They kind of just
I'm just
look
a
at
power
you
nerd,
and
I
like
guess.
they whisper somewhere like,
Tell them that you'll saddle them up and ride them across the terrain if they don't sell you a horse.
I'm not that mean! And you're not even here, so...
Use persuade. Roll a persuade to like persuade them to let them
What did they
ride.
say about the abandoned horse?
they're looking over like into this particular corner. Roll for perception, both of you. Hazel, turn up. Can you roll for me, please?
Perception? What would that be?
I think it's wisdom as well.
Wisdom? 14.
15.
Okay.
Plus 2, so you got 17 and I got
Okay.
14.
So you both, like, with your combined, you're both looking, and you follow their eyes to the corner that they keep looking at. It's a bit farther in, and you know this horse is being fed and like taken care of because they're not dicks and like neglectful. But you can you kind of can tell like this horse is a bit lonesome. They're sad. They haven't like had a friend for a while.
I am sad. It's Eeyore.
And
That's
you know,
Disney. You can't say Disney things.
Do you want to get copyrighted?
Do you want us
You know,
to
this
get
horse is a
executed
bit-
by Disney?
is a bit on the older side. You can tell that there is, its heydays are behind it.
I would like to go up to the horse.
I
and
pick
pet
her
it.
up and put her on the back of the horse.
Make an animal handling check, and
I think that's Constitution.
Yeah, we'll do a Constitution check.
I got 22.
You can put her on the horse.
Nice.
Oh my god. You guys don't see this at
Oh
home.
god.
But Shad has brought over a stuffed horse.
You have to ride it now.
It's a large stuffed horse from a children's
Lord.
classroom
You have to.
that
I'm
can
sorry.
be ridden.
This is your new
Yes, it can, and it does make noise.
But it's cursed now.
Yeah.
So
It's like dead. That's exactly old horse noise.
I'm a side saddle.
So Turnip now is on this elderly horse that has seen better days, mayhaps. It's just wanting to live its life in peace, Eat some carrots.
I open the gate and slap its butt.
You get kicked.
Ow.
Wow, you don't know anything about
It's an old horse. It's been through this before.
It's not putting up with your shit. You
I
take 1 point of damage.
No! That's like more of my life away.
I reach down and I pet the horse like a decent human being.
The
You're not a
horse is-
human.
I squeeze it. Well, I guess I probably my legs don't go too far. I squeeze whatever I can squeeze of the horse's withers with my legs, and it goes forward because that's how you freaking do it.
Firmly grasp it in your hand.
If you cannot tell, she is a horse person.
Squeeze the horse gently.
Firmly
with her legs.
grasp it.
The two people that are, they were in the stables, they've been watching you and they're very confused about this tiny entity taking off with the elderly horse as it goes trotting along into the
I'll
into
just
the bright sunny desert at the highest temperature.
I've got like a tiny trench coat that's like going.
I am.
As you're doing this,
gnomes stacked underneath the trench coat to make you seem taller.
You're actually just 4 gnomes in a trench coat.
Each gnome is 6 inches tall.
as you go riding along, you notice that Miette is in your pathway and is walking from the bar to the chapel.
I run out and push her into the way of the horse.
You what?
That's for being rude to Dave.
What did you do?
I pushed you in the way of the horse. Rather than pushing you out of the way of the horse.
Why would you
Roll a
do that?
d20 for pushing.
I guess.
Oh, shit.
What'd you
Roll
roll?
for dexterity.
Oh, dexterity. I didn't know.
No, she needs to roll for dexterity. You should roll for strength.
17, 19.
Roll
My strength.
dex.
You pushed me?
Yeah.
Oh, you.
Wow,
Roll for dexterity.
you are a racist.
It's nothing to do with her race. You're just mean to me
I
before.
know, but
You see him.
Oh, that wasn't.
That was.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you see Dave running up to you, and he has his hands outstretched and he's gonna grab you, and he grapples you a bit, but ultimately you're able to maneuver out of the way.
And I push him instead.
Well, that would require strength, but as you maneuver out of the way, because Dave is still attached to you, you pull him out of the way as well. Barely in time.
I was trying to
avoid
get
the
you out of
horse.
the way of the
My name
horse.
is the horse. You can do this.
I was trying to get you out of the way of the horse. I'm glad it worked.
I want to roll for arms of hater against Dave.
what?
Okay!
I want to kill this bitch.
Can we move along?
I disguise myself as Turnip.
No, you can't do that yet. You need to have a rest.
I did rest. It's been 6 turns.
2 hours.
Unless you could use persuasion to persuade me not to kill you.
As this is all going down,
Please!
What did you roll?
14.
Okay, I won't.
as this is all going down, you see that the holy person, the holy figure from before, comes running out. like sees this. Well, she doesn't see it. She perceives the scene and just goes, "Fuck! What the fuck, guys?" And then she's like, "Whoa, hold on, stop, hold on." And like, turns up is like,
Buster's the only one who's not done anything.
we're getting to this. We're like, okay, tiny entity, please get off the horse.
No.
No.
Find
She
us
likes
keepers.
the horse.
You can keep the horse.
This is my soulmate now.
You named
That's
it.
I'm great. I'm glad you can meet each other. But perhaps we can all go in to the chapel and cool down and have a nice little chat and like maybe a therapy session, a group therapy session work great.
You
for
sure
everyone.
Dave won't try to kill me as soon as my back is
I
turned to him?
wasn't trying to kill you. I was trying to get you out of the way of the horse.
You tried to push me in front of the horse.
No, I didn't.
I am a warlock dark elf. I am not stupid. You were some dude named Dave.
My horse never would have killed anyone.
Okay.
Okay, roll a d20 for insult effect. Michigan. No.
No.
I take
no,
70 mental damage.
13.
So it
Take
kind
a
of
point
hurts him a
damage,
little.
Ben.
Minus 2
Why?
hit points.
What hit me?
My
Her
insult.
It deals physical damage?
Oh, my heart.
We're appeared in the Outlands. She hurt your feelings.
No.
She insulted your taste in cheese.
No.
You now have
I
to
better
take...
take 2 points of damage if she insulted cheese. 12.
Okay.
You're that much closer.
Okay, let's...
As the cleric watches all this happen, she's managed to lure the small
I'm like
entity.
bleeding from my nose.
You're just like, your heart hurts like when a gut wrenching scene of like a puppy getting kicked. Kind of like that, but cheese insult.
Blood is running from my nose.
She's managed to lure the tiny person off with the promise of snacks and naming the
Wow.
horse.
Okay, what am I, a child?
She's in her 50s, ma'am.
Listen, it's hot out, like everyone's like you're sweaty now. She's like, the chapel has AC.
I think the dungeon master is gonna have to roll for persuasion.
Yeah.
The dungeon master says you're all going to the fucking chapel.
Fun.
I leave the chapel.
Last time I tried to go to the chapel, someone tried to push me in front of a horse. So forgive
I
me for
did.
showing some hesitation.
She's
I
like,
swear.
she links arms with you and Dave, and she's like, how about we all go to the chapel together?
I feel like this girl's in a cult, gonna sacrifice us to the Outland gods.
Jesus
I
Christ.
preemptively sacrifice myself to the
Please
Outlands
do
gods.
Oh my god, we are all going to the chapel.
I also
Or you-
vote to sacrifice Dave.
Okay, we
Let's
all
move
go to the
this-
chapel because Buster said we need to.
Okay.
Well,
Fine.
Buster's at the chapel. He's been waiting for you guys.
He screwed
Yeah,
that up.
I haven't done anything.
Yeah, he's
Let's
one-
skip over to
He
my
made
scene.
friends with like 3 of the priestesses.
Yeah, I'm just smoking with them.
Yeah, you find.
Smoking some of that,
We walk in,
holy kush.
tears all over our clothes, hair all messed up, covered in blood.
Okay.
So before they walk in, roll for perception really quickly. If it's
I got 8 and +1, so that's 9.
You find some dried leaves and decide, like, since
to
you're
smoke it.
to smoke it, yes. And
Hell
like you
yeah.
roll it up in like this parchment you found, and you're not too
Holy
sure what
dude.
the leaves are, but
You just gotta smoke it.
you're like, I'm pretty sure this is drugs of some kind.
It's the holy dude.
Was it?
It's like a bay leaf.
You gotta get
It's like
up in that Mamma Mia shit.
so I walk in the chapel, then what?
So after you go searching around the chapel and you find your bay leaves, you kind of like you're looking around and you go, hello. You're seeing if anyone's here. You notice that it's empty, and like if some time passes and you hear a commotion going on outside. There's like a horse and like a bunch of screaming. Like you peek out through the chapel doors and you see the fucking stand down going around, and you're just all like, do I wanna like look at Dave, give me that, and you're just like, you want to get in the middle of that?
And I'm like, no. So I go and I try to find a pastor and all that.
You find that the chapel is pretty empty. It has a lot of empty rooms. Like, it only seems like a few of the rooms have been regularly inhabited.
Okay.
You hear the doors bang open with a clatter, and you hear a bunch of voices come in as the rest of your party joins you in the chapel. It's been like a half an hour.
All right.
Maria, like, looks over and she's like, "Oh, hi! Did you guys come together? Is this like a group thing?"
Yes.
Cool.
Hi,
I just
Buster.
had to have group therapy.
So,
What is with you insisting we need therapy? We're fine.
yeah.
I like cheese.
This is a challenging experience for everyone. You know, new dimensions tends to throw people for a loop.
Yeah.
We're in a dimension?
You might want to
Oh,
talk to Dave about his psychopath thoughts.
I don't have psychopathic thoughts. Kill them. What?
David, have you taken your medication today?
I haven't.
Let me give it to you.
He kind of was busy
You
getting
wrap it in
sucked
cheese
into
like
an
you normally do?
interdimensional
It
hole.
is cheese.
It is cheese. What kind of
Yeah.
cheese?
Is sharp cheddar.
Ooh. Gimme.
so obviously the dimensional comment catches everyone's attention for the most part.
And she suggests therapy, so we're like, let's fuck on out of here and let's go over to the general store next door.
You weren't there for that
I
conversation.
feel like
So you need to get it from her or from Maria.
Is there a general store?
yes.
Where is it at?
I don't know.
Up your butt, around the corner.
What? Really?
No.
Perhaps we can
I
all
can
like.
take us there.
You don't need to ride the horse to get to the general store.
Wait, is the horse in the chapel too?
No.
Does the horse
No,
need
there's
therapy?
There's no way this horse will make the terrain across to the next town over.
I'm sorry, we're
Well,
not
when it
taking
dies, we can
Dungeons
eat
and
it.
Dragons
You're good.
seriously.
No.
No, but
It's
then
fine.
we'll be stranded in the desert.
Fine.
We can walk.
There's no way this horse will make that terrain. Why didn't you buy a better one?
He didn't
Right,
buy
we
it.
bought it. Yeah.
Why didn't
Totally
you?
legally.
Why didn't you get a better horse?
Because they looked at us meanly.
I saved him.
Okay.
I put you on it.
All right.
We
With that
saved-
information, I head over to the stables.
Oh no.
Before you go, let's see what the priestess has to say. Because
She
I'm
just
all
wants us
messed
to go
up.
into therapy.
Well, Miss
We don't
Priestess.
need to do therapy. It's perfect.
Miss Priestess.
all consensual.
Miss Priestess, excuse me.
Consensual
Excuse
therapy?
me, Miss
I don't
Priestess.
think so.
Yes.
There's no
Can we
such
not
thing
do
as
therapy,
consensual
please?
therapy.
And you just tell us what we need to know, and we'll get going.
That can work.
Yeah, tell us.
Thank
stuff.
you.
All right.
Yes, I would be happy to do an
She's a
exposition
very
dump for all
stressed out
of you guys.
priestess. Our negative energy is affecting her aura.
Oh my god, you are unaligning my chakras and it's just not working.
Just swing it.
No, she's like, well, hello. Oh, thank you for the boost.
She needs that.
Yeah, he really does.
Sure, why not?
What can you tell us
Okay,
about this
hold on.
plane dimension?
So,
Do you want me
as I was talking to your elven friend over at the bar, you guys have gone through an experience. You've fallen through the dimensional cracks. Welcome to the Outlands. Short theory is Outlands were made when all the rest of the universe was made, and there was this leftover material, and it kind of all got merged together here. And so people will fall through the cracks, or things will fall through, and that's how you got here.
Yeah, you explained this to me already. Can I go
I
over
know,
to the
but you-
barracks? I'm just kidding.
You don't have a barracks. As for who I am, my name is Maria. I'm not a priestess. Thank you for thinking I was, though. That was quite the honor. I'm a cleric. And
You're a
I'm
cleric?
cleric.
It's a cleric.
Fighting priest.
Well, then you are a priestess. If you're a fighting priest.
You just fight. You just instead of
Or
offering
you fight
wisdom, you just
priests.
beat them up.
Is that what you do?
We help those who fall through, or we do our best. Your friend mentioned a general store. We do. It's right next door to the chapel. It's that little building next door.
Right.
We have a stable, as your friends seem to have found.
Hi.
Hey.
Yes.
I made a very poor choice
Okay.
regarding
And we have a bar.
steed.
Okay, sweet. So
If you need a place to stay at night, the chapel's always open.
should we go to the general store and then stay the night at the chapel, and then by morning we just go off and go to the second town.
The only issue is this is a really old horse that will not make the 2-day expedition around rough terrain.
I say we go in.
Wait, how old exactly?
Ice the freaky elves.
Past its glory days, apparently.
I say we go into to the stable, ice the elves that are in there,
Yes.
and then steal the horses and have a
Yes.
combat.
Like that.
I wanted to use
Burn the building, leave no evidence.
What?
Okay, so like we're gonna.
She
Okay.
protects the town. Why would you say that out loud?
Okay, no.
No,
This isn't
I don't know
privacy.
what's
We're whispering this.
Okay.
So basically, we want to go.
Let's just
to the-
massacre everyone.
No, not everyone. Just the rude stable people. Okay,
We will be.
So
Who am I saying? I'm chaotic neutral. I don't care.
I'm true neutral.
so let's go to the general store, and then.
We should split up again. Half of us go to the general store. Half of us go to the stables.
Okay, me and Dave.
Who has more destructive abilities, though? Like, if you're going to ice these mofos and burn down the stables, then
I have magic missile.
I'd like to ask Maria.
I have
You can
Thunder.
ask Maria some questions. Thank you for asking
I
Maria
have
some questions.
thunder wave.
Okay, let's have turn and ask Maria some questions, please.
I was a detective in my home, so I should probably say stuff.
okay.
We'll say
Stuff, you
What
just said
should I
it.
ask?
Are you a narc?
I'm lawful good, whatever that means to you.
Oh, so
Oh
come on.
no!
we gonna ice you
No, that means you hate what we're gonna do.
I mean,
You know what? Just ask Maria some questions.
too? All right, let's ice her.
You're out of the game. Go upstairs.
I was a detective. I'm bound. I
Go
don't know
stand in
what
the corner.
I don't know what the law here is, though.
Buster and I killed many detectives.
Maria's just looking at
And
the
health
group like,
inspectors.
oh.
Mostly health inspectors.
Anyway,
Just looking at this.
They were after
Well,
our cheese.
You would
They
assume
were.
she's looking at you, but she's
important.
blind, so she's
How
kind of
many-
like
She
going
hears,
like
did she hear everything?
it was kind of just chatter, and she's just kind of like she needed sensory overload. She's not used to this much. Most people are usually
All right.
more like shocked.
All right, let Turnip ask the question.
all right.
And you guys can ask questions to her as well.
So you're
How
saying?
you doing today?
Oh, that was very nice of you.
Thank you for asking.
I'm doing
It's
awful.
been interesting.
I'm sorry, Buster. Can I help
How
you with
often
that?
does this happen that a bunch of people fall through here?
We gotta hurry up so we can ice those
Few
mofos, though.
months.
Where have
Do
those
you
people
recognize? Do you know about a girl who died in the desert
Oh,
about
right.
an hour away from here? She was wearing all black clothing, and
Where's that?
I'm like, I don't describe her clothing, but okay, she was wearing all black.
can I roll a dice to see how well I describe her?
Yes.
Yes.
Do your ghost impressions so she knows how to.
She sounded like this.
No, she didn't.
No, that's racist. Dave.
I have her arm bone.
I knew that would come in handy. Handy.
I high five you with the arm bone.
Oh yeah.
What's your roll?
Okay. I roll an 11 and plus wisdom, right?
Yes.
Uh,
I think, or intelligence.
Let's go with intelligence. I have 16 intelligence plus 3, so that would be 14.
Yeah, you describe her. She's like, yes, Amara. She's dead?
Yes.
Oh, I thought she made it.
Do you want her arm bone?
No, and she like pushes it back towards you. She's just like, no.
How can she tell where it is?
She has pretty high perception.
She
Oh,
wants
I
us to
thought she
put
was
her to
blind.
rest.
She does. She is blind, but like she has other senses.
Oh, yes.
She could probably hear her go like.
Frisbee the arm bone.
Wiggle.
Wiggle.
Yeah, we still have to put her to rest before we leave, though.
Well, I know that her one goal that she always talked about was she really wanted to get back home. She said her grandma was waiting for her, and she went to the store and like her grandma was sick, and she just went to the store and took a wrong turn and she fell through here. And I know her and a few others were caravanning to the next town over that has the way to get back.
If she was caravanning, where are the rest of her supplies? Why was it just her body?
I don't know. The barrens are dangerous, as you can see. She gestures to her eyes. It takes a lot, and it's really dangerous at night, so people tend to not make it.
Okay, so, like, what do we have to do to put her to rest?
My guess would be to take her home.
Like, her skeleton?
Well, I'm gonna assume that you have...
I just have her arm.
I think that should work.
Okay, does she live in this town?
No, I mean her home. Her original dimension. That's where she was going.
Oh, that's lame. Let's not.
Yeah, let's do something else.
Guys!
Let's mark the side quest for later, okay? What do you got?
Yeah. Okay, you can you don't need to do her own quest.
We'll do it later after we finish the main quest.
Yes.
That was the main quest.
Your mom's the main quest.
The main quest is to get back to your guys' home.
Exactly.
Has anyone ever gotten back to
Can we
their...
just kill ourselves and that does it?
No.
Oh.
As
Is
the
it like-
DM, the answer is no.
Can
not
we
like
just
the
kill
Matrix.
ourselves though? No. Just to...
Please no.
I won't.
Can I kill her and then let her kill me?
You can just
I
do
don't
the
trust
adventures
him.
of me.
He
No.
already tried to kill me once.
No party murder, please. Of other parties.
Group
members.
suicide.
No, please no.
Alright, we gotta move this along so we
Anyways,
can go kill
yes.
those stable people. What?
No,
I mean-
no, madam.
I mean,
Ignore what
we
she
gotta...
just said.
She knows too much.
Ignore what she just said.
We kill Maria!
No. Ignore what she just said. But Maria.
No.
How fond
we
are you
didn't
of
say that.
stable
We didn't
people?
say that.
Roll charmed person on Maria.
Wait, what can you
How
tell us
fond
about
are
the
you
stable
of it?
people?
Okay, what can I tell? The stable people! You want to go to the stable? I see you were already there. They're a bit shy. They might come off as offensive and, like, not the nicest, but they don't speak common, so they understand it, they can't speak the universal language. They know sign language, though. So they might have had some trouble communicating, but I'm sure if you had a pen and paper with you, brought someone along as a translator, that you guys could have, like,
Do
worked
you
something
know
out.
sign language?
I do!
Would you like to
actually-
translate for us?
I could help you guys, yes.
I feel like Fireball spell is great translator.
Well, let's not use the translator option.
Can I disguise myself as the concept of sign language?
No.
What?
No.
You just turn into the word sign language.
No, you turn into a hand. You turn into a hand.
It's just a
hand.
giant hand that just goes.
No. The answer is no. But funny, but no. Anyways, does anyone else have questions for Maria?
No. Let's leave and go to the general store.
Did you come through, like, another dimension?
I did!
We also should
What was your
probably wait a
dimension
day
like?
before going off to the next town.
Oh
because
yeah, we
we've
should
been here for a
definitely.
while.
We should
Yeah,
definitely
it's
spend the
getting
night.
like it's closer to like 4 or 5 now. Everyone's going to the general store. No more split parties.
I can't go to the. I wanted to go to the stable.
You guys
Shut
can go
the
to the
fuck up.
stables afterwards.
Shut the fuck up.
We have to get supplies
Okay.
before...
Why do we need all of us for that though?
Because I want to go.
Because I'm tired of going and doing split groups.
Okay.
DM's executive decision. I don't want to split groups anymore.
Okay, so if it's a 2-day trip, we're also gonna need like sleeping bags or something, right?
You're asking
Yes.
Maria this?
Yeah.
It's the desert.
She
Yeah,
proceed-
but the desert is dangerous, as she said.
Like a tent or something.
She goes, actually, I think I might have something to help you guys. And she rummages around, and like you see her, like she goes in between a few offices, and like you hear the rummaging of drawers, like. And she goes, aha! I have it! I have a prop. I have a prop for you guys. I'm so happy we finally got to this.
What?
It's got pretty yellow ribbon.
4.5.
Oh my god, we're so
alcohol per
close to you
volume.
not being able to do that. We're gonna ice you, mofo.
Hey,
Could you have looted it off of your corpse?
No, because it was in like cupboards and shit.
Oh.
It is a map, and it has the trail to the next town.
It's a map.
The
It's a map.
Barrens.
It's a map.
Wait,
It's a
did
map.
you,
It's got
did
places.
you do that yourself?
So we're currently at the Yellow Chapel then, right?
You're so
Yes.
cool.
Looks like we
Yes,
have
I was
to
so
go-
excited, and you guys kept talking about killing her, and I was just like, please, no. I made this map.
I have a question for Maria. So this map says we have to go through the Barrens in order to get to Ironfield. Can't we just go around? Because there's can't we just go around?
Everywhere is the Barrens, but there's this mountain range, and there's a pass, and you can go through there, and there's an outpost that was set up. It was kind of like the start of the town, but people realized that it wasn't really accessible for constant, regular use, but it was turned into an outpost, so people usually try to overnight there. They set out in the morning, and they're usually able to reach the outpost before nightfall.
We make camp at the outpost.
For nightfall the next day, you should be in Ironfield.
On this map, Ironfield looks like a big town.
And
Yes.
we also didn't ask enough questions about who we're actually meeting at Ironfield. You
Who
mentioned
are we
someone
meeting
could
at
help us, but we
Ironfield?
didn't know who.
Oh, hello. She's kind of a mysterious person. Her name's Madame.
Madame?
Madame. That's what she goes by.
dong.
Excuse me, Madame.
At least
My dong.
that's what she goes by. No one really knows her real name. She's very secretive about that. But she's really cool. She's the brothel owner.
What kind of brothel?
The
What do you
soup
mean, what
store.
kind of
What do you think?
What do you think a brothel is?
Like,
I know you
do
don't
they
have
serve food or
So, is my dong strong?
is it
I've
Madame?
heard rumors that she can bench press boulders.
So does that
How big
mean
a
Madame
boulder?
stiff?
Is my dong short?
No, I hear she's giant.
Oh,
Is she
my dong's giant.
is she long or girthy?
I've never seen her myself. For
She very
obvious
veiny?
reasons.
Does she have a lot of veins?
I couldn't tell you.
Oh.
I've never seen her.
Is my dong
Maria.
circumcised or uncircumcised?
That's what I was
Maria.
gonna say, bitch.
Maria, I am reading the map you gave
I'm
us.
reading the map.
So I
Oh,
see here there's something weird going on here. It looks like a little pond. What is
Yeah.
that?
I don't know.
Don't know.
Then why'd
I
you
say
drive?
we go to the pond. Fuck the town. Let's
Were
go
you
to the
just
pond.
doodling?
Do some fishing.
Maybe
Maria didn't make the map. The DM made the map. And the DM has
The
made
pond.
some side quests for you to do further on. Once you get to the other town.
Does it include Madame?
Maybe.
I think it's Madame.
Yes.
No, shut up. It's my dong.
Honestly, I don't know how to get there. There's a mountain range, but I got this map from a traveler. He traveled between Yellow Chapel and Ironfield, and he seemed to be pretty well traveled through the Barrens, and he had these, but he said he
How
didn't
do
really
you
get a
only
good
drink,
look. He
like,
just had an
a sip
idea
of
of
that?
where they were at.
Okay,
And
so this map is kind of.
It's not
It
complete.
just tastes like soda.
Perhaps you guys can complete it once you get to Ironfield. I hear there's a pathway to them.
We could totally complete it and then sell it.
Yes.
A map of the Barrens would be very well appreciated by the people here. So if you did that, I'm sure you would make quite a bit of money.
Let's go to the.
Will I be able to afford a PS5?
I don't know what a PS5 is, but yes,
Okay, so let's go down to the barracks now.
2 seconds.
the general store.
The
General store.
the general store. Let's go down to the general store. We'll
We are
say
all
thank
going-
you.
All right.
Thank you, Maria.
One of us has
Maria?
to look for food. One
Thank
of us
you,
has to
Maria.
look for like
Magic missile.
tents,
Yes.
survival gear.
So let's all.
Maria. Just kidding, Maria.
Alright, alright.
I don't
So-
even know what a magic missile is.
So one of us has to look for food. One of us has to look for survival gear. Another one has to look for weapons.
I'll look for
And
food.
the last one is supplies.
So are we in the
Just
general
general
store
supplies.
You
that
guys
would
have
be
left the
helpful.
chapel and you're discussing this as you walk between the
now?
chapel
All right,
and
let's
the
get
general
into the
store.
general store. I'll look for food for us because I have the best taste.
So-
I'll look for weapons.
So do we split the money amongst ourselves and then?
Maybe at checkout you guys
We can all
like-
come together. I got the
Yeah,
money. She's
at
got a little
checkout.
bit. So
Okay.
and we'll get together.
Do we have
Check
enough
out.
money?
I
We
have
got
20 copper pieces.
20 copper pieces. We got 40 copper pieces and 20 silver pieces. So silver pieces are obviously worth more.
So I think food
They're
and
worth
water
100
kind of
bucks.
takes the biggest priority when it comes to
Yeah.
the money.
I'll
We have
go,
to be able to afford that.
I
Go
mean,
go
nothing
get
else.
water.
we do have a 2-day trip ahead of us.
But we could always rob the chapel.
The DM is
Can
giving
we
me
just
very disappointed look right now.
Can we just like burn this whole town to the ground?
Please don't.
No.
I very much love the people
No.
of
What do you
Yellow
think
Chapel
about
that
this,
I made up today.
Copper?
I think we should
Sorry, all
buy
this, almost
Okay.
all of us are
stuff
gay.
legally.
We walk into the general store. What now?
What do I see?
Oh, you see this little dwarven man. He's like, what do you want? Whoever's about to close, there's a bar, there's a specialty,
God.
it's karaoke night.
No.
God, dwarves and gnomes are known enemies.
It's fine, this is the Outlands, who cares? You learned to
Oh,
put...
so you're not a gnome?
No, I'm a dwarf.
Oh,
Can't you see the beard?
I don't.
I imagine him looking like Danny DeVito.
With the beard.
Yeah, with a beard.
Yes.
Anyone want a boiled egg in these trying times?
You haven't even
Do you
seen
have
It's
a
Always
tall
Sunny in
top hat
Philadelphia.
on?
You show me that episode. What?
Yeah.
A tall top hat.
No.
It's Danny DeVito.
No, the merchant's rags, his clothes are a bit, well worn, and, you can tell that he's sleeped in them, maybe. He has a little vest on that has some nice embroidery. It's like swirls.
What do we see around the store?
You can see that the store's kind of, split into, 3 different groups. You got, weapons and travel supply at the back. You got food to the left of the door. And then you got, miscellaneous objects to the right.
Okay, where are the weapons for sale?
He points to the back.
Hey,
No, what do we see for the
Oh,
weapons
what
for
do you
sale?
see? You see, a few short swords, a few daggers, a crossbow.
Okay, let's
there a
take
butter
the
knife?
crossbow.
That would be more like in food.
I already have a dagger, so.
how
Yeah.
much is the crossbow?
75 gold.
How
about we
one
just-
copper piece?
Okay, how about we just kill the dwarf and rob the store?
I
How
mean,
strong are you, dwarf? How strong are you?
How
How many hit points?
Dwarf
you
is looking at you and
well,
is like,
I
looking
mean, let's view our options.
No,
here.
no, but listen.
We could.
Listen.
If
If
you
we
kill the
were
dwarf,
to
you
kill
can't
the
spend the night in the chapel and you will get kicked out of the town.
Okay, so what if we
What if we frame
frame Maria.
It's a bit hard to do considering everyone knows Maria and nobody knows you guys.
We
Can
could
I
leave
talk?
her hair.
No. So
Was it
how
so
many
shake
gold
before open?
pieces equal how many silver pieces equal a gold piece?
100.
What?
Yeah?
100 gold pieces, or 100 silver pieces is 1 gold piece.
That's a
Really?
lot.
Yeah.
Ooh.
Maybe we could have Dave offer some services.
I pull up my pant leg.
Persuasion.
Wait, can we
No.
trade the horse for some money?
We could sell the horse.
have
Can
an
I sell
idea.
turnip for some money to you?
I'm gonna go talk to the dwarf about people being racist against short people.
Yes,
And that'll
persuade,
distract
and
him.
then sell the horse.
We could cancel the dwarf.
Yes.
We can make him feel bad, then he leaves, and then we take
We
all
could
his-
we could protest outside of his building.
Or I
Okay.
could cast
Or we
charm
could
the
just grab
person.
stuff.
Yeah,
On
you
the
should
dwarf.
You should charm him and say
Yeah,
hey, you
charm
should
him.
give
I want to
us
charm the dwarf.
some free stuff.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, charm him and
What
make
do I have
him
to roll
free
for?
stuff.
I'm looking really quickly for you.
Charisma. I want to roll for charisma.
Your
You're
charisma is
supposed
already
to
really
invert this
high.
before you drink it.
So am I, bro.
That
Just
last
kidding.
one was very.
Just
Hand
kidding. I'm a
sanitizer.
sober person.
You attempt to charm a humanoid. You can see within range. It must make a wisdom saving throw. It does so with advantage if your companions are fighting it. If it fails to saving throw, it is charmed by you until the spell ends or until your companions do anything harmful. Okay, so you need to roll for wisdom as well. Or, well, no, charisma, because you're charming them. And add your modifier to that.
12.
You succeed. The dwarf finds you very charming. The dwarf is just enamored. They're like, I've never
Why would
seen
they give
someone
us
so
free
tall as
stuff?
you.
I'm 4'11".
You're an elf.
Yeah,
Elves are tall.
I'm
But
not a
she's a short elf.
She's a short elf.
short elf.
Well, to the dwarf, you're like,
Isn't the dwarf like 3 feet?
yeah, the dwarf thinks you're giant.
My character's just sexy, that's it.
The dwarf is very enamored by your sexy tallness.
I find your tallness sexy.
I find your tallness arousing.
I'm uncomfy.
And you see him like, he kind of saddles up and he's like, hey, can I buy you a drink at the bar across?
Yeah, go.
And I go with them and leave them behind in the general
steal
store.
all the stuff in the general store.
Yes.
Actually, no, we don't steal the stuff in the general store. We just steal the money in the register. That way we can...
There's not a register.
Oh.
No, okay. We leave the money we brought with us, but in exchange we take things.
Yeah, we take everything and just leave all the money we have.
There's only a certain amount of stuff I'll let you take, but you can do it.
Like the necessities, like the crossbow.
Yeah, the crossbow and 2 short swords.
Okay, so the dwarf, you learn his name, is Jeremiah, and he's very passionate about what he does. He's an avid trapper. He enjoys going out and searching for the dunes for whatever things may find, and that's what he makes up his shop.
Let's promise him we'll give him half of everything that we find in the dunes, but it'll be an empty promise.
Well, you don't need to promise him anything. He's left and gone to the bar.
Yeah.
He's chatting her up. He's like, hey.
And I'm sitting there like, this better be fucking worth it.
Hey, you said it was karaoke night at the bar?
It is karaoke night at the bar.
Oh, nice.
I
Let's
roll
all
for
do
singing
karaoke.
Hollaback Girl.
I actually did do that.
Jeremiah is like, whoa, sing it. He's just very enamored with you. So while that's going on, what do you take? Or what do you try to take, at least?
We take the crossbow, and we take 2 short swords, yeah. And we take half of the food. Is there any tents or any sleeping supplies?
You notice there's a few ropes, a general health potion, one health potion.
Let's use that health potion.
Now?
Well, not using it.
Take it.
But let's take it. Yeah. Is there anything to make any more health potions?
No.
Is there
take arrows?
cheese?
Oh, yes. We need arrows. Thank you.
You just take the crossbow with nothing to put in it.
How many arrows do we get?
I could put turnip.
Roll a d20 and that's how many.
You get 5 arrows, and you can see that they're all the feathers are different colors. These are things that have fallen through the different dimensions.
Okay.
All are made out of kind of different metals slightly.
Do any of these arrows have special abilities attached to them?
Make a perception check. Nope, they're pointy.
Do we
They're
have
pointy.
to take a
Is there
corridor,
any
or does
cheese?
it just come with
You
it?
meander your way over to the food section, and you notice. Roll perception.
More arrows.
14.
You notice that there's this big chunk of cheddar. Someone's cut a little slice off of it, but there's just a massive chunk.
Can I pocket this chunk of cheddar cheese?
You may pocket the chunk of cheddar cheese.
Hell yeah. How big is the chunk? How many bites of cheese would you say?
Biting straight into it?
Sure. How,
Like a corn cob bite?
weight-wise?
Weight-wise. I want to say it's a good, 4 pounds of cheese.
4 pound.
I go home with the dwarf for a night.
Ooh.
Yep.
Okay, you guys make a stealth check, the 3 of you that were still in the general store, to sneak out.
He lives here, you idiot.
Oh, shit. Wait, he lives in his store?
Yes, he lives in the store!
Oh, shit.
I rolled a 16.
17.
20.
You all... And Mayette sees you guys, through the window, there was some shenanigans going on, you all freeze, and she stares at you, and you stare at her, and she's like, hey, I really, yeah, and you can see, she's chatting up the dwarf a bit, and you, sneak out the back door, and he doesn't catch you, and, they go up, and then, they have a night together.
Ew. No.
You wanted that.
No.
You wanted that.
Reuniting with the group. Because they were...
You said you went home with the dwarf!
That's what I assumed.
Yeah, we all
so
thought...
we could reunite with the group is what I wanted to do.
I thought you wanted to sleep with the dwarf.
You got...
Sleep with the dwarf!
That's what we
You wanted some... You wanted some nice dwarf dick.
Maybe he's got some dwussy under there.
You managed to seduce.
Hey, we have all this on recording, so we could see what you really meant.
Okay.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah?
I meant like
I mean, we all thought
reuniting with the characters is what I...
You said you wanted to go home with the dwarf for the night.
After going to the bar and
Shadlin
singing
came out
karaoke
as
with her.
straight.
Honestly, like, you guys have like
Okay,
a very
look.
impassioned love song ballad that you two did together.
That is, I did not want any of that dwussy, okay?
Okay,
That almost took me
guys,
out of the lamp.
so
But yeah,
we
so,
go into the chapel
Yes.
and we set up camp for the night.
yes, so Maria is there. She welcomes you into the chapel. She's like, please make yourself at home. As you guys head in for the night, you notice that that the obelisks, the stones, pillars that you saw standing out start to glow, and this field surrounds the town.
Sacrifice, I fucking knew it.
No, it's a force field, you dumbass.
Well, there goes our perception rolls.
She settled in for the night, you know. Mayette sneaks back after her time with the dwarf, partway through, and, you know, climbs into her own room that Maria has set up for her. And you settle in for the night, and you go to bed with your stolen goods and your conquests.
What about the horses? He tied up outside?
The horse is still outside.
Alright.
The two elven figures have kind of led him back to the stables and, like, gave him dinner and food. Like, they came and got him where you left him out in the middle of the road, and it's just like, we're like, okay, that was fucking weird, but tied him back up and was like, here's your dinner. And with that, the day comes to a close.
Okay.
Okay.
God.
And that is it. That concludes this D&D session for tonight. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. And until next time,
Enjoy
stay
that
frosty. Enjoy that frosty dwussy.
And don't forget to wear your seatbelts.
Yep. Good night.
Good night.
And sleep
Bye,
tight.
guys.
Don't let the dwarves